All right, this is my favorite subject, actually. I've been married for 35 years. I'm very happy. I asked my wife if I was happy. She told me I am. That's good enough for me. When I got married, our relationship changed immediately, not gradually, but immediately. That you never knew when you were single. For instance, now that I'm married, I realize that I never would have survived had I stayed single. If I hadn't gotten married when I did, I probably would have been dead in a matter of months. I mean that. When I was single, I was wild. I lived on the edge. You would not believe some of the things I used to do. For instance, when I was single, I used to wear my shoes in the house. I'm not making that up. I really did. I did not know carpets are supposed to live thousands of years. You learn things when you get married you never knew when you were single. For instance, now that I'm married, I know that I breathe. Way too loud. My wife not only told me I breathe too loud, she told me the exact distance from which people can hear me. A mile! Salmon, that would clash with the hibiscus. Hey, thanks a whole lot, everybody. Thank you.